ONETV Special Report.
Oh, yeah. I tend to.
So greetings everyone, maayong buntag kanatong tanan, and welcome to Central Perk OZAMIZ. First of all, please allow me to acknowledge the presence of our founder and the catalyst for change and OZAMIZ's pride, Governor Henry OAMINAL. And to our Honorable Vice Mayor, Simplicia BEBIE NERI, Mr. Audi Lim and wife, Becca Lim. Honorable Kat Lim and husband, Mark Lim. And Mr. Jefferson Go. And all other distinguished guests. Let's all give them a big round of applause, please, as we thank them for being with us here. And of course, to my dad, Edward Lim, my mom, Vicky Lim, and my big brother, Christopher Edward Lim, and to all of our VIP guests. A pleasant day, and thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure to see you all of you here today. Also, may I just add, the team who are directly responsible for making this possible. Starting off with our managing partner, Alan Oreo, right over there, who is a food and beverage director of one of the leading international resorts in Mactan, Cebu, and with 7 years experience as a hotelier in Dubai, Malta, and all around Europe. And together with him is his ever supportive and kind partner, Cheska. Our very talented, hardworking admin team, who is upstairs in the office, and of course our Central Perk staff. Let us all give them a big round of applause, please, for making this day happen. So just a little history. We all know that this place used to be a restaurant called Kuya J. When they decided to close during the pandemic, we decided to open Central Perk OZAMIZ because we have full trust and confidence in the leadership of the OAMINALs and of course ASENSO OZAMIZ. My father believed in the leadership of Governor Henry OAMINAL, Congressman Ando OAMINAL, and Mayor Indy OAMINAL. And my brother Christopher and I believe also that only good and great leaders can make good things happen for District 2 and OZAMIZ. And that is the reason why we are here, because good leaders also matter. Central Perk is a homegrown brand inspired by what OZAMIZ is all about. As progressive as the developments of OZAMIZ City, Central Perk has never been more proud to be aligned with the LGU's vision, which is ASENSO OZAMIZ. So we thought, what better way to demonstrate it by adding more ASENSO to our beloved OZAMIZ and translate it through what is best shared by everyone, which is food. It is just about time where OZAMIZNONS can boast itself and its culture through food. Truly a one-of-a-kind restaurant with contemporary interiors that sets a totally new and elevated standard of dining experience and ambiance, providing you with good food, drinks, and great quality service from a world-class perspective. Central Perk's mission is to meet guest expectations and ambiance as that of a resort quality standard and great attention to detail in terms of its food, drinks, and ambiance, all made affordable and be your choice of place to be. So we simply can't wait to give to you all that and make OZAMIZ City prouder than it is today. Central Perk has its own restaurant policy and motto to live by: Perks things first. We are proud to introduce to you our signature cocktails from our bar, along with a few beer, wine, and spirit selections to choose from, which we will leave it for you to experience firsthand. Central Perk is also open for functions, events, caterings, and even deliveries. Of the quality items and features that Central Perk has to offer, so does Geege Mall. This year, Geege will be renovating its function hall to cater to bigger events and functions that can accommodate 100 guests or more at the 4th floor, and with a great view of the boulevard and overlooking the mountains. Another concept in the pipeline will be another OZAMIZ's first, which is the Sky Bar, at the topmost floor of Geege Mall, offering the best 180-degree view. So ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the food and drinks. We hope nothing more but to give to you your OZAMIZ first experience only here in Geege Mall's Central Perk OZAMIZ. Thank you.
Good morning. Happy Chinese Lunar New Year. I'll keep my speech as short as possible. Our guest of honor for today on the opening of Central Perk OZAMIZ is no other than the man of the hour who does not need further introduction. The visionary and catalyst for change in Misamis Occidental, our beloved Governor Henry S. OAMINAL.
Wala ako magdahong that there is going to be such kind of formality in this opening of, I believe this will be a leading restaurant here in the province of Misamis Occidental, not only in the city of OZAMIZ. When I was informed of this affair through our friend, my brother Audit, I was thinking that this is just a family event until such time that I got a copy of the invitation that is going to be an opening of this restaurant. Well, this is the second time that I am given the opportunity to open the restaurant of the Lim family here in our city. The first is when they opened the McDonald's near the capital at the City Hall area. That was together with Mayor Henry Jr. and today's opening. It's encouraging and inspiring the trust, the faith of the family of businessman Edward Lim, the faith, the trust, the confidence on our leadership, the leadership of Mayor Inday and Vice Mayor BEBIE NERI together with the councilors. Kat is here and the others for the city of OZAMIZ, and Kan-Anan in the Sikat district, and yours truly in the province. It is really true that Misamis Occidental should strive, should really have to be in the map in the whole country, to be a place, a tourism destination, and a commercial center of this part of northwestern Mindanao. You know, Miss Oc is an agricultural province, but in our GDP for 2021, the contribution of agriculture is only 14%. 74% comes from services. So, while we are called an agricultural province, in reality, we are a consumer economy. And as a consumer economy, we have to depend on the purchasing power of the piso and the purchasing power of the piso na taas kung na ay income ang mga tao. And that is true. 74% of our GDP comes from services. So that when I assume as your governor last July, coming from a 9 years congressman, we immediately conceptualized the vision of ASENSO Misamis Occidental. It started here in OZAMIZ when Kan-Anan was the city mayor, of course together with BEBIE, conceptualizing ASENSO OZAMIZ. It has to be done because we are in the process, until now, we are in the process of completely turning the image of OZAMIZ City, the image of the Misamis to be what it should be, unlike where we were before, when there was a time that when we were in Manila, we refused or we hide our identity that we are from OZAMIZ City. So that's the challenge, and I believe although it was a challenging start, but Mayor Ando was able to make a good start, and then with BEBIE there still, Vice Mayor NERI and Mayor Andy trying to continue that struggle, and I'm bringing it to the whole province. So our vision now is ASENSO Misamis Occidental, and I have simplified it in 3 main values, and that is Misamis nun magpuyong malinaw, because the peace and order is a very important factor to growth and development. We all know that, kita mga businessmen. And when we see magpuyong malinaw, not only in the community, but also within the family. So, the kind of love that we have to introduce, to shower to our friends and neighbors in the community should be that love that starts from the family. So that magpuyong malinaw, and then malambuon, and of course follows malipay. So malambuon, we really have to do something to increase, to increase the income of the family and lessen the expenditures. How do we lessen the expenditures when we have to increase the income? So that is handling the basic needs of the people, such as the social services. I was a little bit was glad to hear from our father Edward here a while ago when he introduced to me Alan, the partner of Chart, that his desire or plan to stay here because one of the factors is that the city, the government is there to assist on the health concerns of our people. Yeah, that is true. I started it when I was congressman, well simplified by Ando when he was city mayor, and continued nowadays. We started it with free hospitalization in the government hospitals. Before, it was used to be the PhilHealth coverage, but usually the family name of PhilHealth before was exist, that there is a big exist that still has to be handled. Karon sa ato, libre na, and then Mayor Ando included it in the private hospital, which we are also trying in the province. So at least kung madris din ato, imbis ang pundo nga gamiton sa pamilya, magamit na sa other basic needs. And we're also looking into the education and then to the major industry now, agriculture and so forth. So, the leadership, the ASENSO team, because of your expectation, I heard it from Chad. Chad, congratulations again for coming up with this venture. It's a good thing that what Christopher had started. Of course, this started with your, I mean, the father, the founder of all these things, no? And I'm happy and proud of you to follow the good, the idealism of your father, and putting the trust also here and the leadership and investing further, no? That is an inspiration to us, for us to do more. No? So muna atong karon, we are going to pump prime the economy para at least prosperous ang atong mga tao. Unfortunately, this Christmas, unexpected, nabahaan ta, dili lang ordinaryo na baha, but unexpected, first of its kind. It happened on Christmas Day, no? And then was sad. There were 20 people who are casualties. Despite of that, we did our best. We tried. We feed for 1 week 19,750 individuals in the different evacuation centers. And in the span of 15 days, aside from the food packs, the medicines that we distributed to the different evacuation centers and to the different houses, we are able to provide, we are able to pump prime or provide the flow of money, because as of yesterday, last Friday, we were able to release 190 million pesos as cash assistance to our flood victims, including the farmers. So, ang katong flood victims at deser na to gipapauli. So parang doon na sila mapalit kung naano ang ilang mga sinina, no? Planggana or the kitchen kuan. So at least na sila kwarta, no? Na sila cash magamit. So the flood victims, the 19,750 flood victims, they were able to receive 5,000 pesos, and the farmers who were also affected were 19,400 accredited rice farmers in the province. We were able also to release 5,000 pesos each. So, kaning punduha in the span of pan, paingon na po ni sa komunidad sa atong markets, restaurants, the grocery store, the department store, para sa mga panginahanglan nila. So, I'm sure that increases the start pa lang sa atong tuig, the purchasing money, power of our money. Mo ganit na nga, I'd like to share with you that in the expenditures of the national government para dire sa ato, ako yung gisiguro nga ang aid nga maabot dire nga diri gyud magasto sa atong probinsya kay dako nagtabang sa ekonomiya. Just lately I had a official fight with the Department of Agriculture because they will be this quarter ingon sila nga mohatag sila og fertilizer para sa atong farmers, and that was more or less about 43 million pesos. While I welcome the move, first and two things I said, ayaw siyang ihatag karong Pasko. Kag ihatag na karong Pasko, ibaligya rasad na kay dili man ting fertilizer. The second thing I thought is that, ayaw may tagay o supplier taga Manila. Kay kung supplier taga Manila, so or outside mismo, so ang korta to dito mag-session. No? After all, na may mga qualified supplier na mo dire sa Misamis Occidental. May na po ng 43 million dire mag-circulate. No? So, wag yun ko mo-giveaway. So, wag yun ako maparelease last quarter. So, good riddance. One, kung na-release to, kung wag magaling mabaligya na nagamit sa Pasko, kung nagamit magaling, napilog ka, was out. No? So, and of course, karong first quarter, muna na ay timbang sad because the provincial government karon ang atong farmers, ang atong kuangyo desire nga mo increase ang production output, lesser ang production cost, so atong i-subsidize, so atong gi-motivate atong farmers karon na kining kahago lang ila ang tanang input sa gobyerno na, so that ang income nila, so wala na sa bayaran utang, they can use it para na sa ilang mga panginahanglan, no? And then of course doing that, that is increasing their income, that is increasing the purchasing power of the market. So para at least mo lago or mo improve ang atong ekonomiya. So that is what one of the avenues and what we are doing para magpuyo ang Malambo-an. And of course, we are also paying special attention to education, and then our tourism industry also. So, kaning atong restaurant karon, nga atong gabriyan, dakong kay nagtabang sa atong tourism. No? Kay usama ginang na akong mga taglaing lugar, as much as possible, motilaw, mga gawas na mukhaon ta, mangita tag restaurant nga, something one, no? So, we welcome this investment, the provincial government, and I believe the city government also is very happy on this, and in a way, makatabang ni pagpa-asenso, pagpalambo sa atong lugar, and be assured also of our support, and in a way we are partners, no? In the province, in every activity that we have there, no, that needs what we call catering, ako gina-distribute, no? In every event dito sa probinsya, the caterers, basta dagko na event, no, involving thousands of people, so gina between 5 to 8 caterers. Although atong gi-spread Pero ang capability, ang competence, ang capability medyo kulang sa gamay. And one thing that I am proud of, even with due notice, no, McDonald of Christopher has always supported us. I remember atong December 26, no, at a split ko an information reaches to you na ang Orokita na evacuees walay makaon na food packs and then dili makalungag dito sa evacuation center. And then ang those who were not in the evacuation centers na wala makapreparar bisag na kwarta dili makapalit kay sirado ang whole Orokita kay affected ang whole business sector. At 9:45 I got the information that we have to feed 10,000 people in the evacuation center, no, paniod to. So, of course, I started it in the capital. So, akong gikuan, okay, mo na problema sa kanan. Sige, naamantay reading at kusina sa atong hospital. So, ang atong hospital sa MOPH, ipa-increase ako og loto. We have the jail also, we have a provincial jail. So naapoday ko, so gipaloto na to provincial jail. O pilay maapas, 300 pikas sa hospital, 350. So I still need 10,000. So we called all the caterers here. It's a good thing that at that time, because McDonald was already serving also the second district, because Kong Ando immediately ordered them. But at least on that day, no, I think you were able to share 3,000 for that particular hour, no, 3 or 5,000, 7,000 on that day, including na pa yun sa gabi yeah, sa hapon. So that's the attitude that we have, no? And then sometimes kung naay mga short notice, kanang medyo may gamay pasensya kay mingon taon si kuan na kanang tag 5 mil o tag 10 mil. But in an average, in a day short notice, mga 7,000 is the usual average. No? Lately, we're asking 14,000, so 7,000 also na-accommodate when President Bongbong was here. So the notice was so short. That was Tuesday. I was informed Sunday, but it was not yet final. It was only finalized pagka Monday sa hapon. So pagka-finalize sa Monday sa hapon, sa number imong papaniod tuhon. So at least we thank that there is always McDonald that comes here as a rescue. No? So it's a good thing that you are your business direction is also broad, that caters also catering outside the area. So this is a good good help and support to the province, and not only the province but also in the different cities. That's why I don't know, I had mentioned this in passing to Edward, to expand the business not only in OZAMIZ but also the whole province. No? So, usahay makalimot ko nga, gunit nga kong microphone. Basta medyo kining comfortable ta mo istorya, di na tadayang ginahan mondan. So, again, to the Lims family, Boss Edward, Christopher, and Chad, and to your new partner, and to the family, congratulations and thank you for your dedication to serve not only OZAMIZ City, but the whole province. And we're looking forward for the other businessmen to do the same. And with your trust and confidence in our leadership, again, as I had mentioned it earlier, that's our inspiration. We will have to do more so that all other businessmen will invest, and even those outside would come here in the province to invest to help us make Misamis Occidental a better place to live in and a place to be visited by the Filipinos, and not only by the Filipinos, someday by the foreigners, our friends from the other countries, on the way the hospitality and the tourism program that we are embanking for Misamis Occidental. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Katong diri nga imong gipon voting mechanism sa
So that we stay for 5 minutes.
Hi, good morning. My name is Alan Oreo from Cebu, but mainly I grew up in Manila. So basically, Central Perk, OZAMIZ, so we have one branch in Cebu. We just opened it last year, October. Yeah, it's doing very well. But then I spoke to Chad and Mr. Edward Lim. Now we have to do something also for OZAMIZ. So we need to bring a higher level of cuisine. Meaning to say, we're using local produce, but ang twist niya is yung caliber ng food is more on a high end, but affordable. Yeah. Also, the idea of bringing Central Perk sa OZAMIZ is to help the young manpower, which is like mga waiter, waitress, bartender. So what I'm doing also is teaching them what's the basic, and also to improve, I think, the quality of service. Central Perk OZAMIZ, we're offering also food and beverage, meaning to say na tayong a la carte menu. Our a la carte menu is very well-versed siya. We have continental, we have Asian, na tayong favorite mga soup. We have sinigang, bulalo. Now, one of our best sellers is the kare-kare. That's the pork knuckle kare-kare. Pag natikman nyo yung sauce, like today, I think you tried it, no? So you can tell me exactly how it was. Yun ang best seller namin sa Cebu. And then also, I'm doing the chicken satay. Satay is, I used to work before in Europe, so I managed to get all the recipe and ingredients. So I'm trying to adapt the same flavor here in OZAMIZ. So that's the chicken satay. Also, we have the pizza for the kids, family. Normally on a weekend, you know, people they go out. So Central Perk would be the place to be for the family. Because na tayo burger, pizza. Mayroon tayong mga side orders na mga tempura. We have spring rolls, wonton. We have also dumplings. So I believe in OZAMIZ there's also a big community of Chinese, you know. So the good thing now I've seen since I came to OZAMIZ, actually I never been to OZAMIZ before, like it's my first time. So having to have here is my honor, also to my privilege to share my expertise in cuisine. You know, working abroad in Europe, it's also a challenge, but you learn a lot of things. So Chad, we met in Crimson Mactan. I used to work before in Crimson Mactan. I worked there for 5 years as F&B director, meaning to say I run the food and beverage. So my skills and knowledge, I'm trying to bring it here in OZAMIZ. So different flavors, but using local product. Ibig sabihin, at the same time, I think lahat ng restaurants sa OZAMIZ, we're also helping local community. Na farmers, na fishermen. So whatever we can use, sustainability is very, very important, because at the same time, we need to make sure na lahat ng product natin is dito lang sa local market natin. Dili tayo mag-import, no? Not from Manila. So basically, siguro mga 2-3 items that we need to get from Cebu. But nevertheless, I think OZAMIZ can offer us to be top level also restaurant in this area. There's a big market here of bangus. There's also, I think, even the meat, chicken, beef, pork, I think you can get easily, and the rest of the ingredients, you know. Herbs and spices, I think OZAMIZ is a very good weather, so we can get all the fresh herbs. Sad to say the onions is getting expensive, but of course, alternatively, we can use the spring onions. Aside from the menu that we have at the moment, we can also use our, we call it the home delivery. Sooner or later, we're going to launch that. So meaning to say, if you want to order food for your home, you don't want to cook, we can bring our hot box, the one I showed to you earlier. This one is normally, there's a self-heating device, and then we can put different main course inside. So there's a package of 2,000, there's a package of 3,000. So it depends what your requirements would be. Yeah, and then what else we can do is, for example, you have a big group of community that we need to help with, you know, like our business partner McDonald's. We can do the same thing like the bento box. Bento box is, let's say, sad to say, in December 26, di ba, nagbaha sa Oroqueta. So Central Perk also we can provide also the same service, you know. It's still the affordable price. The good thing here in OZAMIZ, I believe that the local government, the government itself is really supporting all the the restaurant owners, no? I've seen like McDonald's, Governor Henry, the family itself is very supportive to each and everyone. So yeah, I think there's a big opportunity for everyone. Well, Central Perk is the second one. Yeah, and eventually, if this one, if it will grow, why not to move to another province, you know. So people think, what is Central Perk? Of course, it's like American brand, but our cuisine is a twist. It's a bit of fusion. So we're using the local dishes also. We're cooking some continental, like burgers, you know, club sandwich. We also soon we're going to have the paella. Paella is a Spanish cuisine that you cook with seafood, vegetable, or chicken. So those kind of dishes eventually will come to OZAMIZ.
Marami din restaurant dito, pero hindi kayo mahirapan in terms of
That's a very good question, because actually when you open a restaurant, the main problem is the consistency. Even you have a beautiful interior, you have a very good staff, but consistency of the food and the service is very, very crucial. So I'm here to teach my team, you know, how to deliver things, because I've been to different restaurants here. They're very good dishes, very tasty, but sometimes they're lack of service. Meaning to say, we have to combine both good food and should have a good service. At the same time, the family comes here, every single person who comes to Central Perk, they should enjoy the ambience. So you can see the interior design, totally different. Also, you have to know our signature cocktails, because sooner we're going to start also serving cocktails.
So this is the second branch niyo?
Yes.
Is it hito pero
Of course, because my business partner is from here. Yeah. So actually, I'm from Manila. I grew up in Manila, but of course we met in Cebu. So I said, Chad, let's do it in Island Central Mall, which is the same. I think Edward is the brother of Edwin Lim. So that's why I said, okay, let's bring this to OZAMIZ. So of course, I'm eager to do that. You know, we're not getting younger. Why not to do something good for the community and for the government and for the staff itself?
reaction niyo sir sa message na government?
Actually, his message is really, you know, like I'm from Cebu, no? I think your government here is very, very supportive. You know, in many ways, not only for the local people, but also for the business people. You know, sometimes, you know, I mean, of course, government is a politics. You know, we said that, but I think here I can see that I've been here for a few months lang, but I can see that your governor, your mayor, very, very supportive. I mean, to have a free on the health, you know, facilities and everything, you cannot ask for more, because of course our health is our, you know, importante yan. Make sure that tayo will be well taken care of by the government. Yeah, thank you for having me here. Again, I want to welcome you all. Please spread the words. Central Perk is first things first. We have a tagline. There's a reason why you are here. Ibig sabihin, there's a place to be now. There's a new place that people. Why we have to go there? There's a trademark that people will think of. Bakit Central Perk? Of course, good food, good service, and then I think important is yung ambience. You know, people, they don't go only to eat, but to feel the experience. Yun ang importante.